The village of Frostfell was a place of simple folk. Hardy people, fishers and farmers and families who loved the warmth of a hearthfire as much as they craved adventure on the open seas. But even the bravest Viking heart trembled at the thought of what lurked in the icy plains beyond their homes. For weeks, whispers had traveled on the wind, whispers of monstrous creatures stirring in the darkness. The children of Frostfell spoke of nightmares with glowing eyes and fangs like daggers. Their parents dismissed them as childish fancy, but a chill had settled over the village, a chill that no fire could banish. Then, one moonless night, the whispers became roars. The earth shuddered beneath the weight of colossal paws. When the villagers awoke to the stench of sulphur and the chilling howls that split the dawn, they knew the time for fear had passed. The time for courage had come. The monsters were here. Among the villagers stood warriors, their faces etched with the wisdom of countless winters. Bjorn Ironside, his beard a cascade of silver, his grip on his axe as strong as the mountains themselves. Astrid the Swift, her bow singing a deadly song as she picked off enemies from afar. Young Leif, his eyes blazing with the fire of a warrior born, eager to prove himself in battle. They gathered in the village square, the frozen air alive with the clang of axes being sharpened, the murmur of prayers to Odin and Thor, the grim determination etched on every face. These were Vikings, descendants of wolves and bears, their courage forged in the heart of blizzards and tempered in the fires of 1,000 battles. They would face this threat head-on, as their ancestors had before them, shields interlocked, hearts united. The time for talk was over. The time for battle had arrived. The monsters surged into Frostfell like a tide of chaos. They were a grotesque tapestry of fangs and claws, of glowing eyes and slavering jaws. Giants with hides of ice and stone lumbered towards the village, each step shaking the earth. Packs of monstrous wolves, their fur the color of a blizzard, snapped and snarled, their eyes burning with icy fire. But the Vikings stood firm. Bjorn Ironside, a whirlwind of steel and fury, hewed down any creature foolish enough to come within reach of his axe. Astrid's arrows, each one blessed by Skadi, the goddess of the hunt, found their marks with deadly accuracy, sending monstrous birds with razor-sharp wings tumbling from the sky. Young Leif, his fear forgotten in the heat of battle, fought with the heart of a wolf, his axe singing a song of defiance. The air was thick with the smell of blood and sweat and fear, but above it all one sound rose, clear and strong, the battle cry of the Vikings, a sound that echoed across the frozen wasteland, a challenge to the monsters, a testament to the unwavering courage of these warriors of the North. As the battle raged, Leif noticed a pattern in the chaos. The monsters, for all their might, were not fighting as one. They were a mindless horde, driven by instinct and rage. This was the Vikings' chance. He shouted to Bjorn and Astrid, his voice barely audible above the din. "We have to lure them to the cliff." He pointed to the edge of the village, where the land fell away into a chasm of ice and shadow. Bjorn, ever the strategist, understood immediately. "Vikings!" he roared. "Fall back! Lure them to the edge!" The Vikings, fighting back to back, slowly retreated, drawing the monsters into their trap. Astrid's arrows rained down on the creatures, herding them like sheep towards the precipice. And then, with a ground-shaking roar, the lead giant charged, blinded by rage. It thundered towards the edge of the cliff, unaware of the danger that awaited it. With a mighty heave, Bjorn Ironside, aided by the combined strength of his fellow Vikings, shoved the giant over the edge. The creature let out a deafening roar as it plummeted into the abyss, taking countless other monsters with it.